All right. Hi, my name's Amy Watanabe, and I'm going to be your host for this webinar. We're going to learn about Google Plus communities and how you can use them as a bulletin board. So first thing I'm going to have you do, the two goals of this webinar are to understand where you can find Google Plus communities and how to create one. But first, I'm going to ask you a question in the chat room, a couple questions about if you have a Google Plus account or have ever used Google Plus community before. Awesome. Glad you have an account, Joni. So this is good. You can create your own community. What is your community that you already have? Do you have one? Or have you just been a member? Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of my Google Plus community. So I'm going to screen share it with you right now. Yeah. Awesome. If you can give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen, that'd be great. Great. All right. So if you want to create a community, it's really easy. You're just going to click right here on create the community, and then you can choose if it's going to be public or private. You type the title of the name of whatever you want your community to be right here, and then you have an option to turn on this ask to join if you want members to ask you first before joining. So that's how you would create one if you wanted to on your own, but we're going to explore this one that I've already created for my personal volleyball team. So I'm a college volleyball coach, and I use my Google Plus community as a digital bulletin board for my team. So they've actually changed a couple things since I designed my original board, but I'm going to just walk you through the basics of how to create one. So we're going to start right here. So this 3-dot symbol is going to be your starting point, your menu, your bread and butter when you're creating. So if you click that, there's 3 categories, and we're going to start and edit your community. So if this was a brand new community, you would start here with your picture. If you click on this camera, it opens up your computer pictures, and then you just select whichever one you want for your Google Plus community. And then right here is your title. So type in your title, and then this is your tagline. So that's just the basics of how to get it started. So if you want to think of this picture as kind of your profile picture, like a Facebook page, if you will. Down here is your description. So in here, you're going to write about your community, what the purpose is, how it works. So I have written everything about how my community works in here. And then I also like to add my contact information. So if my players need to contact me about questions or anything, they can find that in here. So I put my email so they can contact me if they have any questions or concerns. The next step is picking your categories. So this used to be called tabs, and this is actually one of the areas I struggled with personally when I was making my bulletin board for my team, because I had like 10 categories, so it was too many. So I had to condense it to make it more clean and flow better. And once again, very simple. So if you want to add a category, you're just going to click right here, type in whatever you want it to be. So if it was conference standings or conference news, you can add that right there, and then press enter, and it should be ready to go. Super easy. If you want to get rid of it also, just exit out. And the one nice thing is these aren't set in stone, so if I wanted to move Motivational Monday up to the top because it's Monday and it's first day of the week, I can do that too. So that's what's really nice about this, is you can shift these around. It's not set in stone when you set them up originally. The next option are these links right here. And I've linked, for my personal use, all of our athletic departments' social media and our coaches' social media things. But once again, also very easy. Click add link, and then you can type in your title. So if it was the RMAC Twitter, we could type that in right here, and then you just copy and paste the URL. So it's the same as the categories. So really simple to use. You can shift them around and add whatever you need to do. So once you've added any about your community and any links and categories, you can press done, and it should save, and then you will find that over here on the left-hand side under the about the community. So if you click this arrow, it should all show up right here. And then here's my social media links. Any questions so far? Is everyone good? All right, so after social media, you will find this new thing's called a filter. Originally, when I built my original bulletin board, there was a search bar here, so you could search like announcements or whatever category you want, but now there's a filter. So the all posts is this page right here, and it acts like a Facebook news feed. So everything you post will show up on the screen right here. But this filter is really nice because if you just wanted to find out about Motivational Monday, you can click on that and it will filter out just those posts that are associated with Motivational Monday. So that's really cool if you need to like just focus on one thing. The next thing is this share button. So this triangle is going to be your share button, and you can invite people here or share the community. So there's a couple different options. You can share it through Google+, you can copy the link, or you can use Facebook and Twitter. So it's really cool to spread the word about your community if it is a public one. The other one is invite people. Under here, it shows your Google contacts, but you can also email it to people as well if you want to invite them to join. Another couple things underneath the main menu, community settings. So this is how you can manage your news feed. So you can have more posts being showed, fewer or none, or just a standard amount. That's up to you. And then notifications turned on or off. And this is actually came in really handy when I use this for my personal bulletin board, because the notifications show up here. And for my girls on their cell phones, every time I updated the community, they got a red bell. This turns red, and then they knew that the community was been updated. So that's been really helpful for me in my personal use of the Google communities. So there's a couple other things. I'm going to go back to all posts. When you post, you can post down here. You're going to use this little pencil. And if you're trying to find out where or how they end up in the filters. So let's say I want to post this picture of our team. I'm going to write, I don't know, teamwork makes the dream work. And then I'm going to press post, and then this next window comes up. And then this is where it's going to be filtered under. So I'm just going to put that in Motivational Monday, even though it's not Monday, because it's motivational. And then it should just show up on the screen. I'll press refresh. And then here it is. So it's really that simple. You can post whatever you want, and then you can also ask some prompting questions if you want. Like I've used this for pregame meal. What would you like to eat for pregame meal? Because they get tired of pasta, and then they can click on this little window right here and add a comment underneath. So it's also can act as a discussion board. One more feature I like is on your post, if you want, if you want to link something to the top of the page, it's called a pin. You can pin it to the top of the community. Maybe something's a little bit more urgent that you want your audience to know, and it will be stuck on the top right here. So you're pinning it to the top. So if it was something important that they need to know, maybe like priority registration or something, you can pin it to the top and it won't shift down, once again, like a Facebook newsfeed. So does anyone have any questions so far?
Amy, are you using Chrome to visualize this?
I am.
Other browsers?
I have not tried other browsers, to be honest with you. I've only used Chrome.
Okay.
So, yeah. I lost my chat. One more. Okay, I'm going to put a situation into the chat room now for you to brainstorm about. So put yourself in this situation, and if you could answer these questions, that would be great. Those are all good ideas, Lisa. Thank you. Nice agendas. Joni, have you ever thought about maybe using one of these in a class? Or is it you think it's too just like announcement boardy?
No, I haven't thought about it, only because I was so invested in trying to use Canvas once we adopted it after a horrific length of time with e-college. So, but I think that there are lots of examples of people having used a Google Plus community for their course and it working well. So I think that it's the only issue would be a grade book and any sort of FERPA privacy issues for student data. But the rest of it, absolutely.
Amy, I have another question. So it's a website link. So could you embed that into a website just by hyperlinking to that area?
Probably. I think they'll connect. I haven't personally tried that. When I had my girls use Google Plus communities, I just sent them an email or invite that way.
And do they have to have Google accounts to access it?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
So now I'm going to show you where to locate them if you want to find some. So if you have a Google Plus profile, you're going to go to your apps right here, and then you're going to go to Google Plus, and then communities. And then on the top, there's going to be 3 different tabs: recommended, members, and yours. So under yours are the ones that you've created. Members are any that you've joined, and then recommended are all the ones out there that Google thinks would be a good fit for you. So it's pretty cool. You can design your own Google community, and then there's also options to join others that you're interested in. And now I'm going to put one more link into our chat box about I've created a scavenger hunt and a brainstorming worksheet for you guys as takeaways, just to get you more acquainted with the Google Plus community. And just they're totally optional. And if you want to brainstorm your own Google Plus community, these are some resources for you to take away. So if there's any other questions, I'll try to answer them.
I had one more. Oh, go ahead, David.
Oh, thanks. I was just curious, on any of your communities, have you set it up so that other people can set and post? And if so, do you like review them or?
As like help me run them?
Yeah, or have the ability to actually put in posts, not just comments, but.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about the phone in the background. Yes, so my Google Plus community that I've made for my team, the other assistant coaches, coach and head coach can post in there also. And anyone that's a member can post within the community as well. So if we're all members of this community, you could be posting anything in here as well.
Okay, do you filter those at all, or do you just pretty much trust everybody who's a member?
Well, if I can filter them and edit out if they are inappropriate or not.
Okay.
Don't apply to what we're doing. So yeah.
Okay.
And the actual community I've made for my team is private, so I get to monitor who's coming in and out. So. Lisa, did you say you have one more question?
I do. So what, in your opinion, what's the advantage of this versus like a Facebook page where you're posting? So what have you found be the benefits of the Google Plus?
Benefits of the Google Plus. I like the private aspect of it and how it's strictly just for my kids. And I know you can do that on Facebook too. But for me, I can't, as a professional, I don't want to be friends with my players on Facebook or whatever like that. Benefits, they've actually changed quite a bit since I used it originally, and there's a couple features that are missing that I liked originally. So I would say it's actually very similar to a Facebook page. For me, I just like that it's a Google account instead of a Facebook page, so I don't have to see or not see what my athletes are doing, to be honest with you. Yeah. Does that answer your question? All right. Well, if there's nothing else, that's all I got for you guys. So we're all good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing.
Amy.
Yes.